Oh, I have a good. You just reminded me. I forgot. Dawn, my wife, asked me yesterday, did you tell John the story? So over the weekend, you'll appreciate this.
Okay.
I had no time. I was so busy, and I was building these steps in the back of my garage, and it was Saturday, and I told my wife, because she saw me a little stressed, I said, I have to finish the garage steps. I have to cut the grass. I have to do yard work. And I said, I have no time to do anything. And she said, I'll cut the grass. And I said, what?
What?
If you show me how to ride the lawnmower, which she has never done, I'll cut the grass. So I gave her a little 5-10 minute tutorial. Did she cut the grass?
No way.
Yeah. It's a big move.
Oh my goodness.
Right? There she was.
How nervous were you?
Not nervous at all. Because you know when you're fixed on a new problem, my stairs, I'm like, I don't even care what it looks like. Just get it done. I'm like, just get it done.
It just needed to be done.
Now it needs to be weed whack, trim, weeds pulled, all that other stuff.
How'd she do?
She did good.
Really?
Yeah. But it was just weird to see her on a lawn.
Wow. Do you think she enjoyed it?
No.
No.
I don't think so. I don't know. I didn't ask. But this is 34 years of marriage. I don't think
This is a big deal.
Did your wife ever cut the grass?
Oh, no.
We're not saying wives don't cut the grass.
No, lots of them do.
But most don't, and ours don't.
And ours don't,
Okay.
and I can't imagine mine doing it.
Right. So she cut the grass, and you're going to do it today.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Perfect day to cut the grass. I'm going to do it again this week.
Wow.
Yeah, save me 2 hours. 40s, 50s now, she cut the grass.
Wow.
And I said, you want me to put the ear thing? She goes, no. No earmuffs on. No.
She just did it.
Yeah. I said, well, you got to listen to a podcast or something. She goes, no.
Nice sunny day she was doing it?
Nice sunny day.
So she was out in the sun.
Yeah. Didn't do the bank, a little too scary for her.
Okay, yeah.
So I had to clean some stuff up. 80s this afternoon, nice and sunny.
Wow.
Wow. Dew point is low. Enjoy the brief break in red because look, John, it's coming back later tomorrow. So now we're back into the muggy air late Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Get ready for
Yesterday was awesome. You said it in the morning what was going to happen, and it just, that feeling of the freshness
You felt
coming
it coming in.
You could totally
the breeze
feel
kicked
it.
up, the sun comes out.
And by late afternoon, it was a completely different day.
All right, let's do summer position of the sun. You're going to do the winter position. Okay. There it is. Sun's coming up. It was actually way over here off the camera for the last month or two, but it's now back in the scene.
And we're
by
right about here,
December,
right?
it's way over there. So that's that tilting Earth because we are struck by something very large 4.5 billion years ago, and it got our planet wobbling. That creates the seasons and the change in the sun angle. Weird, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so appreciate this. There's our next weather maker. This is a weak front that'll become invigorated over the next few days, but until that gets here, total sunshine today. 5:30 today, here's Johnny going, oh no, you're pushing.
Pushing.
Oh yeah, cutting the grass. Going to be a great day to do that. Low humidity, best day of the week. So let's talk about the dynamics. Look at that upper level low. Isn't that beautiful? So that's the jet stream left spinning. So I don't know. I've been doing this 30 years. I never thought about this, but it's a perfect metaphor for that. Everyone has done this. You get in a pool and you go in a circle around the edges of the pool, you and 3-4 people, right?
You're in those circular above ground pools.
Yeah, and you just walk like this, and you go as fast as you can, and then you just go to everybody, stop!
And then you just get whipped around the pool.
You just get carried around. So
and then it's like, let's go the other way.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's so hard to walk the other way. Meanwhile, kids are getting swept away.
That's to be alive.
I think we might do that this afternoon.
Do it. So that's what this is. It's spinning.
Okay.
But as this thing lifts north, it's going to fade away and just dissolve out into the pool. But this could produce a shower tomorrow. It lifts north. And then this is going to arrive Thursday and Friday. And Saturday maybe. This is a slow burner. It's like a V-2 rocket. So watch as that upper low fizzles out tomorrow, but that could produce a shower. So you have that high pumping in warm, humid air, and then you have this wall of cooler, drier air, and they smash together over us Thursday and Friday. That's going to produce some scattered showers. So once we lose the V2, this trough, things are going to improve. Hopefully by after Friday, it's out of here and things get a little better. So let's talk about it. Here's what happens. Tomorrow, partly sunny. I think much of the day looks dry. A few scattered showers, but that should be it. Thursday is a bigger day for scattered showers. So this is 9 in the morning Thursday. Look what happens in the afternoon, John.
Showers.
I'm worried about partying in the patio.
Oh.
But if they get one, it's going to be 20 minutes. But they better not cancel.
And no way of knowing where they're going to be.
No,
These
this
are just
doesn't
the
mean
kind of
at
pop-up.
4:30 there's one over
Yeah.
Columbia County. It doesn't mean that. There's going to be scattered around. They should diminish after sundown on Thursday. So I think it'll be okay for all your plans for the rest of the week. Just scattered stuff. So what do you think about this statement? So today will be the last sunny, low humidity, 14 hours, 15 minutes daylight day of the year.
So dramatic. But not really.
Because after tomorrow, there's going to be 13 minutes and then 12 and then, see what I did there?
We see what you did there.
Scattered thunder showers and just more murky for the rest of the week. But there's hope for the weekend as that slow burn rocket exits. Oh, we have a good one today. Let's talk about it. John is our official egg squeezer. Oh, there it is. So the first, all right, let's stop right there. What
Okay.
are some of what's the first heavier rocks? Now remember the Beatles, they were doing I Wanna Hold Your
Yeah.
Hand. What's like the first gritty, heavier rock song?
I wouldn't have known a specific song, but I would have said around like 70.
Yeah.
That it
But
would've
what
come
would you have known?
I don't think I would have known a song.
I think if I didn't, I probably would have picked something like by the Rolling Stones or maybe, how about Helter Skelter by the Beatles?
Maybe.
That kind of rocks.
Yeah.
But would you believe, according to AI and a lot
This
of the
surprised
research
me.
I did, the song was released today and it may not have existed because of a ballistic missile. That's the connection. Let's talk about it. The song is, think of that riff in the beginning.
Yeah.
That didn't exist before that.
And now you got me thinking about how that would have been so revolutionary.
Could you
then.
imagine 1964? None of us were born, but
Yeah.
the Kinks were doing You Really Got Me, Girl. I mean, that was pretty rare for the time. And it almost never happened. The Kinks are a great underrated band of all time. And Ray Davies is now 82.
Wow.
I saw the Kinks many times, but he tells a story where he was a baby in London, 1944. The Nazis were bombing London. And his older sister just randomly, on a whim, took him out of the kitchen and moved his little baby body to another room. And then minutes later, a V-2 rocket bombed London, shattered that part of his house. In the kitchen, there was glass everywhere. He would have been dead.
Wow.
And then
it all would have been different.
No Kinks, no You Really Got Me. The world would have been
Crazy.
so different. But how many great
How many
minds?
near moments?
Yeah, change
Yeah.
everything. But I wonder how many great minds were killed by V-2 rockets.
Good point.
Songs that we'll never hear. You never know, right? All right, so let's get rid of that V-2 rocket. It's out of here by the weekend, and that high, it gets pushed south. So I think next week it's going to be a little cooler, but still no major storms, no hurricanes. This is all good.
Oh, that's true. We haven't had any hurricanes.
No, well, El Nino summer, so we don't expect a lot. So it does get more muggy, just scattered stuff for the rest of the week, but weekend looks good. Notice there's no all-day rain. There's no Canadian air masses with temperatures in the 70s, so enjoy this summer.
Looks pretty good for a week of August.
And now John is going to play his air guitar as we end this segment.
Wait, Dawn cut the grass?
She cut
She cut the grass? I'm just imagining running out back,
It was weird.
back and forth.
It was weird. It was weird.
We'll be right back.